Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the covert vulnerable narcissist. With many narcissists, they like to play games to distract others from who they indeed are, to hide their intentions or their behaviour from others. Some are arrogant enough to be pleasantly proud of who they are and how they dupe people, exploit people's kindness. With a vulnerable narcissist, they put on a grand show of the perfect sob stories and pity plays to hide who they truly are. Thank you very much for the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. A vulnerable covert narcissist can inflict unimaginable pain on their friends and families, while guilt-tripping their friends and families into standing by them. They enjoy playing the victim to gain sympathy from those around them. They use the kindness, generosity, forgiving nature in those around them to exploit people into not seeing who the narcissist truly is, while taking whatever they can for free. Holidays, homes, cars, clothing, food, sympathy. And the worst part about it is their stories seem very real and valid. They will go all out on special occasions to not want families around, providing excuse after excuse because they don't want to share in the joy. They don't want to spend money on their loved ones, yet they will expect family to invite them over. And when families do, the narcissist will go all out with, "Are you sure? Only if I'm welcome, only if you want me." So you feel bad for them. Whatever gift you buy them will not be enough for them, or they'll claim you shouldn't have. The vulnerable covert narcissist is often far from vulnerable. They can have homes, cars, money, family that might have tired of their behaviour, that they will dress like the homeless to play the role of the homeless, to extract sympathy from strangers, to gain free food, to take clothing away from the homeless, because they feel entitled to have it. They will sit and eat your last cookie because they claim they were hungry. Then once they've eaten it in front of you, they'll pull out some freshly made cookies someone baked especially for them and eat them all to themselves in front of you. If you dare to ask for one, they'll claim, "No, these were made for me." They are takers and never givers. They will take whatever isn't strapped down if they believe they can get away with it or rationalise it. With many, it becomes an addiction for the dopamine rush when they achieve it. Many know right from wrong, however, they're addicted to the wrong, the quick fix, the great escape. When their mind games and manipulation after that to get away with it work, they continue with their behaviour. They learn that behaviour works for them. The covert vulnerable narcissist will come at you with things such as, "If you loved me, you would. I only did that because of you. Oh, I knew it would be my fault. No one understands me. I knew you'd take their side. I don't know why I bother. I've had to do everything for myself." Vulnerable narcissists are the self-entitled hypocrite. They believe they deserve special attention, special privileges, or special treatment. However, they don't believe that others do. They will put on a false appearance to exploit people, often with those sob stories to gain sympathy and attention. They'll expect others to help them through hard times. However, they'll not be willing to help others unless they can play the "look at how good I am" to gain something in return. They will help out in the community if they can gain something in return. Vulnerable narcissists are often incredibly envious of others, believing that others are envious of them. They will repeatedly put people down always finding the negative in others' achievements or others' belongings, always taking the credit for others' achievements. They will only offer a false or insincere praise, those backhanded compliments. Congratulations, I never thought you'd be able to achieve that. Vulnerable narcissists are exploitative as they use others for their own gains, only interested in things that suit them. However, they will have sob stories to rationalise why they cannot help others if helping others doesn't suit themselves. They play the victim so well, sometimes to the point where they merge into that role and become depressed when the reality gap closes in. However, as that depression often helps them, they will use it to further exploit people. Vulnerable narcissists are always going to shift the blame, twist the story to suit themselves. If you hadn't, I wouldn't. I'm not controlling you, you're trying to control me. If you would have done what I asked, it would never have happened. You know what I'm like in the morning, you should have left me alone. If you had paid me more attention, I wouldn't have gone elsewhere. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd act like this. I didn't tell you because I knew you wouldn't understand. It's not my fault that you're too sensitive. I knew you'd blame me for your trust issues. Why do you have to push my buttons? A vulnerable narcissist is more prone to using passive-aggressive behaviours, such as the incredible sulk, and boy can they sulk, the silent treatments, procrastination. They will do the bare minimum to earn a living, and some will do nothing to earn a living. Some can hold down a job, however, they will be exploiting their boss in one way or another. People often try to help them, not realising the narcissist is manipulating them. They might slam doors or punch holes in walls, which of course to the narcissist will be somebody else's fault. The whole "you made me do it." They are very negative, woe is me, which can be heartbreaking as they tell tales of woe from the hard done by childhood. Only it's not because they're seeking help for their trauma, it's because they're using their past to exploit your caring nature to get their needs met in the present. They can be highly sensitive to criticism, where they might start talking over you, throwing things, as they don't want to be exposed for who they are. They want to be placed on that pedestal. They want people to either sympathise with them or look up to them, and they want to place that fear into you. If they fear exposure, they're going to place that fear into you. Of course, they'll still blame, shame or guilt trip you for their rage. You know what I'm like. If you hadn't, I had a difficult past. I have no one without you. To get you to sympathise and forgive them for their rather unforgivable behaviour. Vulnerable narcissists often hold many grudges. They are very resentful, believing that others have all the luck, that no one cares for them, that others are privileged. They are often very bitter themselves, although they will accuse those around them of being bitter, the whole projection. Why they see no wrong in taking from others, as they believe others take from them. They rationalise in their mind that others deserve the bad treatment of or from the narcissist, and the narcissist deserves what they can steal from others. They are incredibly selfish. They lack the empathy or consideration of others' thoughts, feelings or opinions, only concerned with their own profit, gains or happiness in exploiting others. At times when out in public with them, they can be very embarrassing to be around. You can feel embarrassed by their unbelievable yet very real behaviour. The vulnerable covert narcissist is committed to playing the victim role to get their own needs met. Some will set the stage, they'll create the conflict or drama, they will bait others into reacting so that the narcissist can stand there with a smug look on their face and play the victim. How to handle a vulnerable narcissist, or how to handle yourself around a vulnerable narcissist. Radical acceptance that their repeat pattern of behaviour is who they are. Don't react. Retreat, rethink, and only respond if you need to do so. Remember, you did not cause it. You cannot change it. It's who they are. The more you sympathise with them, the more you help them, the more they'll believe their behaviour to be okay, and the more they'll exploit you. You can only help those who are willing to help themselves. With a vulnerable narcissist, they are only willing to help themselves to your stuff. Limited contact in Grey Rock, no contact if possible. Talk with those who understand the unbelievable yet very real behaviour of a vulnerable narcissist. Work on your own values and beliefs to create your boundaries. Work on your thought process and the meaning you give to things. Step away from those who are never there for you, only there when they need something from you. A vulnerable narcissist will often smear your name. They'll ruin neighbours' businesses by trying to ruin their neighbour's reputation purely because the narcissist is envious. They smear friends, family, work colleagues. They will scapegoat people. They will gossip about people. They will spread half-truths and outright lies. They will slander people's names. Anything to shift the blame, shift the negative attention away from themselves, gaining sympathy to destroy others, all while playing the victim. When a narcissist is playing their smear campaign, recognise the game they are playing. Step away from their game. Prove by your actions that you are not the things the narcissist says you are, and let them ruin their own reputation through their own words. People have to see in their own time. Focus on living your life and living your life well, and leaving the vulnerable narcissist to it. If anyone has any signs that they saw within a vulnerable narcissist, please add those into the comments for anybody reading through. With a vulnerable narcissist, they can treat strangers better than they can their own family, because they are looking for attention. They are looking for sympathy. They are looking to get their own needs met. I shall add in the video description the video I did on 23 signs you could be dealing with a vulnerable narcissist. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.